and welcome back to BSG Online Part 2. My name is Stace and I'm going to be your host for the next couple of hours, and this is Amoeba. Hi Amoeba, how's it going?
Hello, it's pretty good, hopefully. I haven't started the run yet, so...
Are you ready for Pokemon Emerald?
Yeah. Do you want me to do the countdown to start the run?
Yeah, sure, please go ahead and
I need to get
fun.
properly dressed. There we go. So, yeah, all my settings are good. So if we're ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Luck.
Thank you. Yeah, this is Pokemon Emerald Glitchless, which means we're not going to go break the game open or anything silly. We're gonna play as intended. This means we're going to beat it in under 3 hours, hopefully. Our main Pokemon for this run is going to be Mudkip. So at the start of this run, I'm going to be RNG manipulating as good of a Mudkip as I can get. May take a few attempts. It is frame perfect. Pokemon Emerald is 60 FPS game, so I have to be good. But I do also have a program called Flow Timer that's going to help me time those inputs, so it won't be as bad as it sounds. I don't have to literally be frame... Well, I do have to literally be frame perfect, but I get help. Yeah, if there's any questions that chat has about anything in this run, there's going to be a decent amount of downtime, so feel free to ping them through. I will do my best.
Well, so far they're saying that this is the best Pokemon game. What do you say?
It's top 2.
What's the second
like
one?
Black White. I think Black White 2 is better. Just. So this is probably my favourite speed game of the Pokemon ones I've done.
I think you've done... Haven't you?
What was that, sorry?
I think you've done plenty of them, haven't you? Judging from your speedrun profile.
I've done Red, Yellow, Fire Red, and Black. So I've done a bit. There's definitely runners that have done a lot more. So. Yeah, I feel like Gen 5 is definitely underrated. Alright, so we're coming up to where we're going to get Mudkip here. I'm probably going to be fairly quiet through this section because I need to listen for timings. And actually do the timings well. And please forgive me, dear viewers, if I mess this up a few times. This is something we basically just reset over for in runs. If you don't get it within the first few tries, you just start your run over again. Closing your eyes is definitely important for timing that. Scientifically proven. That's the right HP. Gets it in 1. Okay, we got a speedrun. We got a speedrun. You'll notice that I've still got the ticking timer going. I'm hoping to extend this minute so that I go encounterless to Rival 1. I'll explain how this all works in a minute, but for now I need to mash and then I need to time inputs. He went down left. I want this guy to not move. Right, left? I have no idea what this is. I think I went too early. I think gives me an encounter. Oh, I avoided it. Okay. Oh well. I didn't get the extended. There's a 14 frame window, which sounds like a lot, but I'll explain why it isn't in a moment. There's a 14 frame window that you can hit that will help you, basically gets you through these first 4 patches of grass without any encounters. The entire reason any of this works like any of this RNG minute works, it's very specific to Emerald, because when they made this game, they screwed up seeding the RNG. So normally RNG, especially in like Gen 3 Pokemon games, and for a lot of the earlier ones, works by it generates a random number initially, and that single random number, which we call the seed, determines how the rest of the RNG works for, as soon as you soft reset, you get that first seed of RNG, and then it's completely deterministic based on that seed what RNG you will get after that. And for whatever reason, when they programmed this game, they messed up the seed. So once you soft reset, it always goes to 0. So we always know, if we're able to be frame perfect from a soft reset, we always know what RNG we're on. Which is why we can manip consistent Mudkip stats like I did, and why, if I was better at the game than I actually was, I could have got here encounters. There was 5 different things I actually had to time correctly there. The very first A press to continue the game is what determines which Zigzagoon you get. So the wild Zigzagoon can be one of 2 different random encounters. No, it was a Zigzagoon, but it can be 2 different sets of stats, and we need a specific one to be able to do any other kind of manip off of it. Excuse me. Selecting the Mudkip is timed because that's when the stats are generated as soon as you select that Mudkip. We have to time the first text box going into the fight, because that then manipulates tackle from the Zigzagoon. Because if it growls, you then don't 2-hit it. You can't actually critical hit in that tutorial fight. So if he growls, you guarantee to 3-hit at least. And then the final 2, so the timing of the last text box in the fight, and then the last text box that Birch has when he talks to you, those 2 combine, and that's how you get extended manip. You would watch the NPC's movement from there to know what frame you're on. The reason we have to time 2 inputs for that is because RNG will move twice as fast when you're in a battle, if you're actually in the battle window, compared to basically everywhere else, including in the bag, which creates and that'll be an interesting point later, that if you're in a battle and then you go into the bag, RNG slows down, which is weird. But it's just the way they made it. So we have to time 2 lots of inputs because we can't just leave the battle whenever, because RNG is moving twice as fast. The specific Mudkip we actually manip is Naughty Natured, which is plus attack minus special defense. Attack is the most used stat, pretty much. Once we get towards the late game, we'll be using special attack a bit more. A lot more, really. But attack is used all the way through till around Winona. It also has, I think it has 29 or 30 IV special attack. So it's a neutral nature, but a very, very good IV in special attack as well. And then enough speed to outspeed everything that we'd want to. Gonna take a trip into the Poke Center here, and then I'm gonna leave immediately. There is a purpose to that, which you should hopefully see later. I don't want to spoil things, although it's not going to be very long. Now we get the Wally catching tutorial. This is a solid minute of not really doing anything. So I'm going to tell you every single interesting fact about this fight. And don't worry, it's like 2. There's 2 things that can happen. So the routes that he encounters and the Zigzagoon he gets are both randomly generated. Which means that the routes has a chance to be shiny. Has exactly the same chance as anything else. So you get a 1 in 8,192 chance that this is a shiny. If it is shiny, it doesn't then make his Gardevoir later shiny. So that those Pokemon are just set values. So even if he catches a shiny here, it suddenly becomes not shiny later on. And the other interesting thing is that because all of the stats are randomized as well, there's even less of a chance, so it's even less likely than the Routes being shiny, that the Zigzagoon can actually kill it with 2 tackles. It requires plus attack nature on the Ziggy, a very, very high attack IV, minus defense nature on the Routes, and a very low defense IV. And the chances of that are like 1 in 9,000, approaching like 1 in 10,000. Unfortunately, we won't ever see a shiny Routes here. Well, almost certainly won't ever see a shiny Routes because we are in G-Minute earlier in the game. So we're always going to be within a window of frames at this point. It'll be a fairly wide window. It'll be like 6,000 frames or so. But because nobody's ever seen, that is probably not even as much as that. But because nobody's ever seen a shiny Routes doing these manips, odds are probably can't find one for a long while. Same for the Routes kill. The Routes kill actually saves a bunch of time if we could get it, because he doesn't throw the Pokeball or anything. The battle just ends immediately, and then Wally talks as if he caught the Routes anyway. Wally basically lies to your face. I'm going to take a save here after this menu. And it's a complete safety save. It's because the next fight is terrible. Well, it can be anything from absolutely fine to terrible. Aquapooch is pretty bad. So this guy is... what is he, level 7 or level 9? He's higher level than you either which way. It takes 5 tackles to kill it. It has Tackle, Howl, and Sand Attack. Tackle and Howl are okay. If it boosts a bunch with Howl and then tackles, you're going to take a lot of damage. Well, you can deal with that. Sand Attack sucks. Sand Attack can literally kill you, and if not, waste a bunch of time. So we really don't want to see them early on. And it's completely random which one he does. And Tackle's fine. This is going well. I don't want to curse it, but this is going okay. Uh-oh. And we've only got to hit one more. And he's only sand attacked us once. This could be fine. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty good Aquapooch. You can get 5 turns and not take too much damage. We take those. There's 2 spinners in this forest. I've already run past one of them. I'm going to basically run past the others. If you actually ran the entire way past them, they'll always look in the direction that you're running. So if you ran right past them, they'd always look at you and start a battle. But we can abuse that fact by running. So for that particular spinner I just went past, I ran to the tile 1 below and 1 to the right of him. That forced him to look down, because he'll always look at you as you're running near him. And then I walked 1 tile up. And walking a tile takes 16 frames. And the quickest any spinner whatsoever, can actually spin is 24 frames after the last time they span. So by running up to that tile and then walking 1, you're guaranteed to pass him without him catching you. And basically every spinner in the game can be manipulated in one way or another because of that fact. There's lots of different that's a really terrible crit. There's lots of different applications and ways to do that. We can use running, walking, the bike that we'll get later. And also menus. Because if you go into like the bag menu or the Pokédex or anything in your pause menu, the spin timer is reset, so then the spinner can't spin again until their first X number of frames. Depending on the type of spinner, it's either 36 or 24 frames, and the type of spinner they are determines how we will manipulate them. Even though we turn off animations, why do the stat animations still play? This game sucks. I don't know why. Stat animations are terrible. Very, very slow, and we don't like them. Generally, if you can take damage, it's better than getting a stat boost from an opponent. There's some situations where taking the damage sucks. This game doesn't suck, by the way. I love this game. A very fun run. Yeah, we fight all these optional trainers in the gym, basically for quick experience. We need to fight something to get the water gun, otherwise Roxanne's gonna kill us. These two guys are 2-turn fights for a lot of experience. And we need to get some extra experience, otherwise we're gonna get bodied pretty soon after Roxanne, if we're not careful. We normally heal low HP like this. No, I think I'm still going to heal. I think if I had one more HP I could do a fun strat where I don't heal. I don't risk it at 19. And I have to go into the menu to save anyway, because if I die to Roxanne now, I'm going to look like a damn fool. So, Roxanne's got 3 Pokemon, the 2 Nose Pass, the 2 Geodude are trivial. The Nose Pass isn't, because we basically can't... The Water Gun basically 3 hits the Nose Pass naturally, but it's holding an Oranberry, and Roxanne has 2 potions, which she'll use when it's below like 45% health. So without criticals, we have to sit through a bunch of turns. There is what we call the magic crit, which is you hit it normally on the first turn and then crit it on the second. And that will basically always kill, and it skips the Oranberry and both potions. Obviously criticals are a 1 in 16 chance. There are other good crits that can skip berries and potions. This one, didn't get it. That'd have been amazing. But yeah, if we got the crit there, that kills and it skips everything. Crit here is fine too. And now she's in potion range. You should always Rock Tomb initially to lower your speed, and then they'll always Rock Tomb again if you're in kill range for the Rock Tomb. So I can take 2 tackles here before I'll be in Rock Tomb range. So this is actually a really good Roxanne fight. Tackle crit's the only way I die from this. Actually, wouldn't mind. No, actually, I won't even die to that. I won't mind a tackle crit because it'll put me in torrent. Oh. Good Roxanne. Comfy Roxanne. Now we're gonna go into the not the hardest minute, but the hardest minute to pull off consistently. Because we're going to want to manipulate 2 different Pokemon here, and we're going to want to be good and not have to do 2 separate manipulations. We want to chain one of them from the other. But it's very hard and I have to concentrate. So I'm probably going to be quite silent for a little bit here. So I hope nobody comes in between now and about a minute and a half later. I'm going to be wondering what I'm doing. Oh, I'm already on save. That's habit. Alright, I got the worst one. There might be a chance that I don't manipulate. Might be a chance I don't get the change Pokemon. Fine, we can search for it if need be. We got the Abra, that's the important bit. Okay, I didn't get it. Alright, so ideally we'd manipulate a Taillow straight after that Abra. Unfortunately, it is temperamental. The frame window is small, and you're having to time inputs for catching the Abra or ending the Abra fight and then doing a very specific path afterwards to find a bunch of Taillows. So I'm just going to have to sit here and search for one for a bit. Game's not being friendly. Taillows are at 20% here. And those guys have turned around. If this isn't a Taillow, I'll get one later. That's fine.
Can I jump in with a quick reminder?
Sure.
Nice. So, if you're enjoying this Pokemon Emerald run, if you're enjoying BSG Online too, and have a spare Twitch Prime lying around, you can subscribe to us. Not only will you get access to the channel's super cool emotes, but your subscription will also help our various events like ESA, BSG, and UPSG. So if you want to support us, please consider subscribing, and every help is very much appreciated. Thank you.
Don't forget as well, there's donation incentives, not only for this run still, but also for upcoming runs.
Oh yeah, the donation incentive for Rayquaza. I know it's pronounced differently by different people.
I think that's correct. I think you got it.
Oh, okay. Well, currently there is only one option for the name, and it's Batman with $1, but that's super easy to snipe, so if you prefer Superman, or if you think that Robin got mistreated somehow, you can donate and change that name very easily. You have about 1.5 hours to go.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh no, no, not like this. But this pooch is easy. Normally just a quick 2-turn, or a 1-turn if you're in Torrent. He sand attacked me, that sucks. Someone should donate to name the Rayquaza Mudkip, because we always have to nickname Mudkip, and we have to name it A. It has to be one character so that everything's faster, and for the minute, so we never get to see Mudkip in all of its glory, just A. And we always have to name the Rayquaza A as well. Rayquaza would be a great nickname. It would be such a waste.
I mean, people need only €1.01 to do that.
Nudge nudge, hint hint.
Wink wink.
So if you remember earlier when I was in Ethelberg, I walked into the centre and walked out again. I said that would be useful later. It's going to come up after this conversation, because now that I have an Abra I can teleport straight back to Petalburg and skip the whole journey back there. And the reason we catch Abra in the first place is because teleport is extremely useful. I'm going to be using it 4 times in the run. It's interesting the differences between Emerald and the Sapphire run, because they really only can utilise an Abra teleport a couple of times, and they actually route out one of them now so they just don't even catch an Abra. And the only kind of teleport that they want to do, they do it by getting poisoned and just death warping instead. It's very unique. I want to point out as well that Mr. Stone here owns the company that basically develops mobile phones in this world. It gives you one. You know that he develops them because it's his company and blah blah blah. And then employs you to go and deliver a letter to his son. Rather than ringing his son on the phone that his son must have, gets you to deliver a letter. So we pick up some X attacks and some X speeds. They're going to come in useful pretty quickly. This is a bird, we can try and catch it. Oh, you're not a bird. Shame. There's a good chance you can find a Wingull or a Taillow in this grass. We have options later as well. Very important that we press B here. We really don't want to fight this guy. The Trico he has will destroy us.
Is it a good time for a donation?
Sure.
Nice. We just got $10 from Drowsy, I think.
Drowls.
Hey, Drowls, okay.
What's up, Drowls?
Hey, Amoeba. Drowls. Good luck on the run. Hopefully TNL will be nice. And these 10 euros go, you won't believe that, towards Mudkip as the name. So thank you very much for that donation and keep that bead war going.
Thanks, Drowls. Yeah, I've lost 5 PB pace runs recently to Tate and Liza. They're not friendly. We don't like them. Hopefully they'll be nice to us in this run. But the record is currently 5-2. I've only got past them twice. And they've destroyed me 5 times. Please don't go and look at my Twitter, because pretty recently it's all been complaining about Tate and Liza destroying me. We don't bother picking up Flash here because it's slow. And if you've got the big IQ, if you've got a good noggin, you can just remember the path. No, we actually have a Pokemon that can learn Flash. If you've played Emerald before, you know the second gym is on this island. It's actually just at the bottom of the screen. But Brawly is too strong, so we're just going to skip him. We don't want to fight him, so we just won't. You can do it, it's not illegal, nobody will stop you. It isn't a thing I realised until started running this game. I'd played this game through casually multiple times. It just never occurred to me that you don't need to fight Brawly. The only thing you're actually on that island for is to deliver the letter. Picked up a revive on the beach, which obviously has the benefits of being a comfy backup if we do die early. But it will actually come in useful later. We also got this soft sand that raises ground type moves power by 10%. Doesn't sound like much, it actually comes in big. there's lots of places that becomes very useful. There's quite a few ranges that we want to hit in this run. This Carvana actually kind of sucks. It has 4 moves. Leer, Rage, Focus Energy, Bite. Leer and Rage don't really matter. But if he were to critical Bite, which he can obviously do quite easily if he Focus Energies, it does like 35 damage. Very, very easy to die to that. And it's a speed tie, so if he outspeeds you and bites, he can flinch. And look, I made that look like nothing, but that fight can go very wrong. If he sticks to Leer and Rage, it's fine. It can sometimes be very scary if you see Focus Energy first turn, and then he starts using Bite. Now we're at Marshtomp. This is basically the point of the run where we start going from 2 and 3 shotting everything to 1 shotting most things. Mudshot is a very powerful move. .60 base power, stab, and we get the soft sand boost. Unfortunately, 95% accurate. And basically everywhere that we want to use it, we don't want to miss. Which is a recipe for disaster through most of the run. Oh, that's a very nice crit. Normally you 2-shot that Zubat, and it has Supersonic. Very nice to crit that. But to give you an example of how good Mudshot is, that last Carvana was the same level. And it gets 3-shot. This Carvana gets 1-shot with Mudshot. That was a lot of shot. Streamer isn't reading chat, smile. If you do have questions, feel free to ask them, and Stacey can always feed them through. Think they're good.
There was one. Someone asked, is there any difference in the story progression in Generation 7 between Sumo and Ultra Sumo? Will a guide from Sumo work in Ultra Sumo?
Don't think so. I will be honest, I didn't like Gen 7. I played half of the first one, and then never got Ultra Sun Moon. I unfortunately asked if there was any questions right at the point where people were talking about the one game I didn't play. Oh dear. Wow. Well, actually, nobody else asked questions about Crystal either. I've never played that one.
I can distract people by reading out a donation. If that's a good time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice. We have $5 from our very own Recount saying, "Hey all! Throwing a donation here to support the runners, the charity, and the fact that Pokemon Puzzle League will have a Squirtle. Keep up the great work, and I'm looking forward to a good and hopefully tech issue-free BSG Online too." Thank you very much for that donation.
It's been going very well so far. And you guys got to do an entire extra run. You were that far ahead. I'm very impressed.
Well, luckily we have a whole selection of extra runs to show, so maybe there'll be another thrown in. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't remember what I gave as an estimate for this run, but maybe I can go underestimate as well. I really hope it was at least 250.
It's indeed 250.
Okay. It said at least, so this has to go not terrible.
It will go fine. It's going fine.
So far. To be honest, the biggest the biggest time loss for a marathon run is the Mudkip manip, and we got past that. So, very easy to lose multiple minutes, just because most runners are used to resetting for that. So we're gonna take another save, another wussy safety save right before this next fight. Rival 2 sucks. He's not a good person. We don't like him. Oh, I'm also going to manipulate this spinner just before Rival 2. So the way that worked was that he can't... His first chance to spin is after 32 frames. So I ran towards the left of him, walked 2 tiles, which is exactly 32 frames, and paused. And the pause was to see if he spun, because if he didn't, I could then walk upwards, and he wasn't going to spin for the next 32 frames, I think it is again. So that's a guaranteed pass, provided you can pause quickly. That's very bad. So this is why we pick up the full heal. Burn here is terrible. It cuts your attack in half and it does a lot of damage. Yawn, that's good. I'm going to have to heal, but that's fine. I have the potions to do it. Please keep yawning though. I don't want to have to heal again. Can't get burned anymore at least. No, my guy. Please be nice. Please be a friend. And yawn. Good. Guaranteed to be asleep this turn. And then we can wake up any turn from here onwards. I'd really like to hurry up because he's embering the hell out of me. If he embers me again, I have to heal again. Okay. That was a long sleep. That was a pretty terrible slugma. Then after that we have to hit Mudshot into tackle on this Grovile. If I miss either, or if the Grovile crits me, I'm dead. Because he absorbs. Obviously does a lot of damage. And I specifically have to be slower than him on this turn, and then Mudshot lowers his speed so that I'm faster on the second turn. Because if I was faster on the first turn, the absorb would heal the Mudshot damage back off and I wouldn't be able to kill him on the second turn. I think I still have to potion. This Wingull could kill me. Fortunately 9 health is not safe enough. Please don't crit. Yeah, I would have died there. That was a good choice. Watergun just because it's 100% accurate. Had a fight here once where it all went really well and I missed the final tackle, which is 95%. Died. That was a pretty slow rival too, but you have to deal with what you get. Part of a Pokemon run, you just... You know, I played perfectly fine there, I just didn't get lucky. But there's always strats if you get unlucky. Very rare that your run dies. I basically only ever have to save 4 or 5 times through this run, maybe a little bit more. Nearly all deaths are recoverable. That might not kill. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I got very lucky there. So I was supposed to Mud Slap, and I Water Gunned instead. If I'd hit myself there, I definitely would have died. I would have had to have revived or reset, and then basically handed in my speedrunning license for being a failure. Having Torrent here is quite nice. There's a fight coming up where we'd have to Mudshot twice if we didn't have Torrent, but we get to Water Gun. I don't know if I've actually explained what Torrent is. So the Mudkip line has an ability called Torrent. If you're below a third health, which I am at the moment, then water type attacks get a 1.5 times damage bonus, which is a good amount. Very useful in a speedrun, but obviously it comes with the downside that you're at very low health. There'll be a section of the run later on a solid 20 minutes basically where we want to hold torrent the entire time. Can be scary. Here we pick up amoebauk. This bike is the fastest bike in, I believe, any Pokemon game. Only takes 4 frames to cover a tile. Need to teach Rock Smash. Teach it to Marshtomp because we've got the spare move slot in the first place, but it will also be useful in a single fight later on. So now that we have the amoebauk, we can open up what's called Run into Bike Manip, which is another way of manipulating spinners. Basically, apart from a couple of double spinners, it's the only way we're going to manipulate spinners from now on. And once we're past Watson, you're going to see a whole section where we avoid and manipulate multiple spinners, hopefully. Or I hit them and look like a damn fool. One of the two. Only 17 euros from 400. Somebody should throw 17 euros at that Mudkip name on Rayquaza. I'm a big fan of naming Rayquaza Mudkip.
Or maybe Batman, because Batman's currently dragging behind with only $1, €1 to make it interesting, you know?
Nah, Mudkip. Gotta be Mudkip.
Okay.
If anybody donates to Batman, never talk to me again.
Oh no, not like that. In the meantime, we've got a $5 donation from Anonymous saying Kevin Turtle. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you for the good luck. I've died to this Ralts once. So you can miss the mud shot because it's 95% accurate. And then the moves it has are Double Team and Confusion. So Double Team sucks. Confusion can also confuse you, which sucks. I once got confused into a bunch of Double Teams. Basically hit myself to death. From full health. This gym trainer leads with a Zigzagoon. The Mudshot I'm going to use on him is a range. If I miss it, it can really suck because the Ziggy has a bunch of terrible moves. Growl will cost me a turn. Headbutt's fine, it's just damage. Oh, here we go. Sand Attack can really suck. Okay, Headbutt's the good one. You're fine with Headbutt. Sand Attack's obviously the worst. Anything with accuracy is the worst. I'm sure he has a fourth move as well, but I don't think he ever uses it. Yeah, it's an electric type move, so he never uses it. Growl and Sand Attack are both terrible. And then if you get Growl, you two-shot the Gulpin, and it has Sludge, which can poison you. I've also used my full heal on Rival 2, so if I was to get poisoned there, that would have been terrible. I would have had to have left and gone to the centre. An X attack and X speed here. The speed is to outspeed primarily the Magneton coming up. It also outspeeds the Voltorb and the Electrike as well, which is nice. But the Magneton's the main thing because it has Supersonic and Sonic Boom. So if you get Supersonic and then hit yourself, you're basically dead if you hit yourself again. Which is unlikely, but you don't really want it to happen. The X attack means that we're 7 and 8. We have a 7 and 8 chance to one-shot the Manectric. Okay, we got Sonic Boom. Okay, the better option. That's a terrible miss. That could be so bad. I thought I was about to eat it. Yeah, this is a 7 and 8 to kill. And if you get the one shot, you skip Manectric healing with its citrus berry. Excuse me. Nice. Now we have a long section of movement. This is where the execution kicks up a notch. Obviously we want to max bike all of it if we can. But you've got to be good.
A little bit more, is that a good time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice. I just wanted to say that everybody who's watching us right now, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with the latest news in our marathons and get an exclusive look at all behind-the-scenes action from our events. You just need to search for BSG Marathon, one word, on both platforms, or follow the link in the chat that I'm sure our lovely moderators will share in a moment. We're also in the process of uploading all of our awards to our YouTube channel, including the current run that you're watching right now. So check us out at youtube.com/bsgmarathon. And yeah, we have new content every day, so click that subscribe button.
Nice. Yeah, my movement was okay. Apart from one section that was very not okay, but we got it. Big shopping trip here. Money's quite tight in this section of the game. Everything we buy here, we buy as much as we can. It's nearly all the bare minimum. Not die hits, bounce back. Not one? Why can I only afford one? Die. I must have bought something. One too many. I think I may have bought 11x attacks. Okay, that's fine. We have stuff to spare. I'm gonna take a save here just because if the Swablu that we need to find here doesn't go in the ball, we'll have to reset. And this will be a Swablu, guaranteed, 100%. It's like I'm psychic. Oh, okay, we missed, that's fine. Okay, great ball. Seeing hitting there would have been horrific, because I still don't have a full heal. Thanks to Rival 2. That's a fly slave. My repel's going to wear out at an interesting time. I don't think it'll be too bad, but I need to remember to run manip the hike. This picnicker that's to the left of this hiker that I'm fighting is a spinner as well. I can jump on the bike immediately after this fight to get past her the first time. Then we can use the run and then get onto the bike to manipulate her to look to the right so that I can pass below her. So all of that movement looks a little strange, but it has a very specific purpose. It guarantees that I don't get caught by that spinner and have to do an extra fight. So the karate guy that I just ran around as well is also a spinner. Again, the running and then getting onto the bike is to make sure that he doesn't catch me when I go past. I'm going to do a similar thing coming up with that one. And because these are a double, you don't really have any way of running to manipulate both of them at the same time. I just have to use the bag to freeze the spin. The strength is another required TM. Thankfully it's pretty powerful, so it's very useful to teach the marsh stomp at this point. And this is the second use of teleport. We actually need to use the strength straight away. Literally the fight that's just below us is going to need strength. We don't actually have to fight either of these two, technically yet, because we don't need to go onto this beach until after Norman. But the experience is useful prior to that, and we have to fight them anyway. But we specifically do one before Watson because we can already one-shot all the Pokemon at that point, and we leave this Aroma Lady until now, because until we have strength we have no way of one-shotting them. I think Mudshot would kill the Roselias, but then there's a Shroomish. Shroomish is mean. Grass Pokemon are very scary when you've got a 4x weakness. Grass type attacks. He's still kind of mean now because it has Effect Spore. Didn't activate, thankfully. There's a 10% chance using a contact move will give you a random status. Kinda sucks if that happens. Take a cheeky center here. Mostly because I don't have the heal items and Marshtomp took a whack of damage on Watson. Normally you wouldn't miss. But a 95% accurate move is sometimes fun in games. Here's another spinner that we specifically run to manipulate. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask if it's a good time to read another donation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Araya donates $5. Hi, Araya, saying good luck to the greatest BSR podcast host, Amoeba.
Thanks, Araya.
Thank you very much.
Very mean to Crafted and Scoa, who are also PSR podcast hosts. I hope they're not watching.
I mean, they'll understand because you're running at the moment. So it's fine. With that donation, actually, Mudkip is looking pretty strong with $20 in total. We still have around 1 hour left to change that, and you only need, I keep saying dollars, but it's actually 20 euros, so a little bit over 20. 20 euros and 1 cent to change that. You know, anything can happen in an hour. Maybe something else comes up. Who knows? Oh, wait. We just got
We have breaking news.
Yeah, well, yeah, you will like that because with these 12 euros from Killer Chair saying, did somebody say 400 euros hype? We've just reached 400 euros.
Well done.
Nice. Thank you very, very much for all your donations. You're great. Keep them coming.
I'd love to see if we can hit 500 before the end of this run. Everybody should, if you have the money to spare, obviously, should donate the number of cents that matches your favourite Pokemon. And anybody that donates for Bulbasaur is going to get beaten. Because you're not donating 1 cent.
Are we trying to make a Pokemon donation train happen?
It doesn't have to be a train, but I mean, I'd be very poor. My favourite Pokemon's in Gen 5, so I think that would cost me a fair few euros.
Well, then maybe it's a good moment to remind everyone that all your donations are very much appreciated and will go straight towards the Dutch Cancer Society, which is the charity organization of our choice for this particular event. And they're committed to fight cancer while aiming for obtaining more cure and securing a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. So you can help this very important cause and, yeah, make us happy, me and amoebauk. Time to go.
Alright, so I swapped Abra to the front here. Primary thing is to absorb that Intimidate. It also gives us a free turn to set up this guard spec. We want to guard spec because Mightyena has Sand Attack. And as I have mentioned, anything to do with accuracy sucks. It's actually that bad in this fight that we want to guard spec to avoid it. I kind of want you to Sand Attack, because the guard spec negates it and then I don't take all of this damage. But it's fine, Mightyena, you do you. This is the best theme in the game, by the way. The Maxi theme is really, or the Maxi Archie theme is really underrated. And I feel like Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire didn't really do it justice. Like it. Gonna heal up for Flannery. Take this opportunity to Elixir as well. Still only have 1 potion. Need to remember that for Winona. Dude, go in the door. Really sucks if you bonk on the Mach Bite, because it takes a while to accelerate back up again. And not only does bonking cost the time of bonking, but wastes even more time as well. So it does not make you look squeaky clean. So Flannery can be a dodgy fight. Most of her team's fine, but then the Torkoal that she ends up with is awful. Bad enough that I'm going to save. Because this can be a lot of setup to then to lead into a lot of disappointment. The Torkoal has Sunny Day, Overheat, Body Slam, Attract. The Mudkip we manip is always male, so Attract is always a threat. Body Slam can paralyze, and Overheat does a whack of damage even with our typing. If it gets Sunny Day up, which the Slugma can also get... Someone gets a turn and it can also set up Sunny Day, which is terrible. If it gets Sunny Day up, Overheat can do upwards of 60 damage, which is a lot. And it's Sunny Dayed, so this is bad. The other thing that does as well, because it's now Sunny Day, the Torkoal won't Sunny Day on its first turn. So I'm guaranteed to either get Attract or Body Slam. Attract sucks, obviously. Body Slam can be fine if it doesn't paralyze. If it does, we're in a world of hurt. Of course, I could just crit first turn. We do only need to hit twice. Could just crit. Worth a try. Attract. If we get through, this is absolutely fine. If we don't... now he's going to Body Slam. This could power. Okay, we didn't get power and the sunlight faded. We have a decent chance now. Yeah, we got through. Cool. So, paralysis and attract. Your odds of actually like getting through a turn with both of those is horrific. Drops to like 20% or something silly. Also, at 61 health, it would just set up a Sunny Day and then overheat me to death. And as soon as it uses the first overheat, you then heal locked. Like, you never have enough healing items to heal yourself in a way that matters. Because it does more than a super potion, and you only have one super potion. So you can't stall out Sunny Day, you're just dead as soon as it starts to overheat. Because the special attack drop that it would get from it is negated by the white herb that it's holding. Torkoal sucks. It's so bad. Quick shop here for some nifty items. Pretty much the last lot of healing items I'm likely to buy. So we have to make them last. Okay. Very conscious to avoid hitting that camper. Picnicker or whatever she's called. Gonna waste an extra turn of super repel here. Because I repelled one tile late. Switch Abra back to second. He'll get revived pretty soon. We super repel in a specific spot for the spinner coming up. So if my movement's good, which it is, this will stop us right before that guy, and then we can just see if he's spun us or not, and if he hasn't, we can just pass. It's very convenient. Oops. Now if you're used to the game of Emerald, you'd be wondering why I'm biking down here in the first place, but we actually skipped Brawly earlier. Unfortunately, Norman won't fight us unless we have 4 gym badges. So we're going to take our massively over-leveled Pokemon and just go beat this dude up. Really, really unfair. This is what you get for not barricading off the next section of the game with your gym. Brawly is an unwitting sacrifice of that oversight. You can actually skip Winona later on as well. You don't need to fight Winona at any point. We will fight her pretty quickly though, because she gives access to fly, which is very, very useful. The level we would normally be at in the run when we first get here, we've got a level 15 Mudkip. This fight is horrific. And then even if you take a bit of extra experience to get yourself up to 16 in the Marshtomp, it's still really, really, really bad. Because that Mecha Hitter has Bulk Up, raises its attack, but it also raises its defense, so you have no real good way of doing damage to it, and the more it bulks up, the more it's likely to kill you. we made a little detour into the desert after beating Flannery. That was just to pick up a rare candy. We're going to use that rare candy here. It gets from 29 to 30. And that's going to save something ridiculous, like 6 or 7 turns over the next fight, just from this one level. Norman's gym goes from horrific to feasible, just because of this rare candy. Always got to remember that you're on Abra in that menu. Some point I'm going to kill a run there by rare candying the Abra instead of Marshtomp. Thankfully today is not that day. Slightly scary fight here. If this guy crits me turn 2, I'll die. I do have the safety revive though. If I ever crit this swallow. It'd be so nice. This Spinder's not likely to do any damage if it plays ball. But we do need to heal for the next fight anyway, so I might as well do it here, have the extra safety. Please Dizzy Punch, don't teeter dance. Don't do it. This sucks if I hit myself. There's a lot of damage if I hit myself. Okay. Good stuff. Useless crit, but good stuff. And now I'm going to save before this next fight. This Zangoose sucks. Exarion, when he ran this game a year or so ago, actually probably a bit more now, he actually ran the numbers for the fights that are most likely to kill you. Basically ran the numbers on every single fight. This fight is top 5. This Zangoose has Swords Dance and Slash. You don't really want to see either, like ever. Also, the ideal fight is mudshotting it twice, but it's a range, you need to high roll. If that's not high enough, I have to water gun now. This now becomes a 3-turn fight. If he crits this Slash, I'm just dead. Oh, Swords Dance. Wow. Double Swords Dance is extremely rare. It's ideal. He can't do anything. Very rare. The 1 Swords Dance into a Slash crit is death. If he slashes twice and crits either of them, you're dead. The only real saving grace of that fight is the fact that if you hit the mudshot range, you can't die, provided you go in at a reasonable health. And then another top 5 fights that you die to is this one. Norman's gym sucks. Everything about this gym sucks. This fight is terrible. We have to set up 3x attacks and a speed. Terrible crit. Don't do it again. Facade, but don't crit. Excellent. Right. Mudshot here. Normally we'd set everything up on the Spinder, but if it doesn't teeter dance first 2 turns, we're gonna take the kill and set the final 2 up on the Vigoroth coming up. Just to avoid teeter dance and go faster. Getting confused is slow. I need this Vigoroth to not crit me. It has Slash and Facade, and Slash is a high crit chance. That was good. 1 more X attack, and I need the speed. Please stop slashing. Okay, at least you crit that one. That one can't kill me. Please stop slashing. Please stop slashing. Don't crit. This is a range, not the end of the world if we miss it, unless he crits me back. Wow, close. Very close. Sad. And then crit me anyway, but I lived! What the hell? What do I do? No, I'm mudshot here. Because he'll heal. I have a chance of hitting this range again, and then if I don't hit it, I'll heal. Jesus Christ. Okay, we hit the range this time, that's good. Monka S, please. I see some Monka S's in the chat. Heart skip to beat. Right, this is going to hit me now, he won't belly drum. Sucks. That's good. 64 health? If I mega high roll this rock smash, counter can kill me. Don't do it. No, that's not a high roll, we're good. You yawned. Okay. Please get the defense drop. Cool. Right, this is a very interesting fight now. Heal this off. Please, Facade, don't crit. Okay. Rock Smash, get the drop. Get the drop, get the drop. What are the odds of not getting the drop in 3 Rock Smashes? Horrific. I've used a lot of heal items here. This is so bad. He'll feint attack here, though. Oh, he didn't. He facaded. Okay, I'm glad I healed to full. Get the drop. This is 50-50 to get a defense drop. Didn't get it. It's incredible. Might not kill. Might just be dead. Okay, we got it. That was possibly the worst Norman that I've ever lived. There were a lot worse ones where I've died. I've never had it go that bad and still lived. Okay. We're alive. Let's take our blessings where we get them. This is the point in the run now where we swap from using nearly entirely physical attacks. We're going to get access to Surf, which is an amazing special attack. Very high base damage. Also hits both opponents in double fights. We also get Stab. It's just very, very good from here on. Obviously we can just get rid of Water Gun. We don't need that anymore. Our Marshtomp doesn't have many options now for learning anything though. It is 3 HMs deep. Slight detour here just for this rare candy. Teleport number 3. This saves the long trip back from Petalburg to Morley. That fisherman was a spinner, but the way we ran specifically maniped him to avoid getting caught. Oh, he turned around right at the last second. Nice. My movement was not very good there. Threw me off that he turned around. Movement kinda sucked. Very important I don't hit that woman. Or that double fight. The she's a ranger or something? Can't remember. She has a Breloom, and the Breloom absolutely destroys you. Bullet Seed. I think it has like Bullet Seed and Mega Drain. Both of which really hurt. I'm going to intentionally take Rough Skin Recoil here. And that will just keep me in Torrent. Actually, I'm going to have to do another one. It's fine, there's 2 more Carvanas yet. But I want Torrent for the Shelly fight coming up. The Shelly has a Carvana and a Mightyena. The Carvana's not an issue. The Mightyena has Swagger. It's terrible. But in Torrent we have 7 and 8 chance to just one-shot it. It's very good. So we just skip that chance of getting swaggered entirely. Chat, everybody should post what their favourite Pokemon is. At the same time, do it right now. All of you go, right now. Absolutely just obliterate chat with your favourite Pokemon. I'm going to sit here and judge you. See if your opinions are good or not. Of course, kidding. Everybody's opinions are valid. Unless you pick Heracross. We got Arcanine, pretty good. Ampharos, I like it. Oh, it's going too fast. Absol, that's pretty good. Lyscore, I'm iffy. Umbreon's good. Shuckle's great. Glaceon, yeah. All of the Eons are good. I'm a fan of those. Gardevoir, yeah. Depends on the reasoning. Why is that Pokemon your favourite? Rayquaza, yeah. Good choice. I like it for this one. Primarina. Pinsir. I like Mega Pinsir. I'm a big fan of Mega Pinsir. We got the range, that's very important. I'm not sure I actually like regular Pinsir that much, but Mega Pinsir's really, really cool. Skipped you, I apologise. I am watching chat on my phone. And also speedrunning at the same time. Skarmory, I like Skarmory. So we get Castle here. You might think it's just a freebie Pokemon that we're not going to use. We're actually going to use it in basically every doubles fight. It's actually good enough to use that we're going to swap it specifically to second and take advantage of it. Not only for every double fight, it'll actually do a full fight of its own accord. Cubone, very nice. Cubone's an unusual choice. I like it. We've got Rival 3 coming up. Oops. Yeah. I'm actually going to take a save. And it's probably the wussiest save I'm going to take in this run. But there's a 1 in 16 chance we miss a range on the Grovyle. And if I do, everything goes to hell. Like, I go back to Morville. I lose multiple X items. It wouldn't be too terrible to get them back, I don't think. But yeah, it just costs a bunch of time. We really don't want to deal with. Missing it in a run is basically the death of your run. See, somebody's posted a Digimon. Swampert, excellent choice. This is the run for you, my friend. Yeah, we outspeed this Grovyle this time, and strength one-shots 15 out of 16 times. Like that. So that was safe. Now this is the introduction of Pelipper, and we have a few Pelippers in this run, and they all know Protect. Protect is terrible, and they all love it. They love it enough that they'll go for it on consecutive turns for no reason. This is really bad. Please get through. I don't like this. This is not good. Oh, and he's protected. This is why Pelipper's suck. We hate Pelipper's in Emerald. And he's hit himself again. Watch me die to Rival 3 on the Pelipper. Okay, we got through. I have to drop into Fortree Centre in a second to set a teleport point for later. I'm going to take the centre while I'm there. We normally come out of this fight with full health. Not really a fan of coming out of it at like 40%. Very spooky. Oh, normally I'm back here. That sucks. The unfortunate thing with doing safety saves is it throws off my muscle memory for a lot of the menus. There I would just normally be on the bag. And I'd just mash A after pressing start, but because I saved it, ruins the cursor position.
Can I read another donation?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, we have $25 from Anonymous saying, "My mother just died recently from cancer and complications. This is for her, and for that it helps other people to avoid something like this." We're very sorry to hear about that. Hang there, and thank you very much for your generous contribution to a very good cause. I think it is an appropriate moment to quote what the Dutch Cancer Society are saying about their mission. They say, "We are determined to beat cancer as soon as possible. That's why we fund and guide scientific research, influence policy, and share our knowledge about cancer and its treatment. We encourage our stakeholders and the public to do everything possible to help bring about the day when no one else has to die of cancer. We're getting there together." So, thank you very, very much for that donation.
Yeah, thank you very much, and sorry to hear for your loss. Hopefully this works one step closer towards solving it for future people. Definitely could have worded that better. I'm also trying to concentrate, so I apologise. There were a lot of spinner manips there. Still got a couple more to go. These two suck. Also going to combine menus with them at the same time. This is how good Cast1 will actually be for the run. We're actually going to teach it a move. Rare Candy Marsh Stomp up here to 36. Obviously gives us the biggest brother version. The extra damage Swampert brings is going to be very useful, so we want to get there as quickly as possible. The other good thing about Cast1 is it comes with a Mystic Water. It does the same thing that Soft Sand does, but for water type moves. It's really convenient to attach that right now. As soon as I get off surfing here, I'm going to jump off the bike, on the bike, and then off it again. The reason for that is because when you transition from one audio track to another, there's an amount of time it takes to load that track. And when you come off of surf there, it tries to load the general route music, but then you walk into Mount Pyre immediately. The game goes from trying to load the route music to loading Mount Pyre music, and it creates a lot of lag. You end up basically sitting on the black screen between waiting for Mount Pyre to load. So if you jump on the bike to activate the bike music and then jump off of it again and run straight in, it skips trying to load the route music and just loads the bike music, which it does quicker. It ends up saving time. Similarly, when I went to bike into the top section of Mount Pyre here, I actually bonked and got off the bike before I ran in, and that's for exactly the same reason. It lowers the lag time for loading the music. Mudkip did not get ugly. He is a beautiful boy. And he's trying his best. Swampert is a beefy boy. It is sort of odd that we go for like the bulkiest starter Pokemon possible. But unfortunately, Water Ground is a very, very good attacking combination. First of our double fights, we get to find out if the cast form's decent here or not. Whether it kills this Carvana with Shockwave. Yeah, that's a good sign. Astonish is good too. It's robust. We just surf there because it's less text than strength. We're going to pick up a rare candy after this next cutscene. And we have to travel through 6 tiles of grass without a repel, with a ridiculously low encounter rate. And despite that, I get an encounter every time. Fingers crossed this is finally the run where I get through. We did it! It happened! Didn't find a Shuppet, thank God. A very important bit of the run. Totally. Yeah, that's the final teleport. So Abra he's not completely useless. He's going to have a use later on, but Abra's main purpose is done. I'm going to go into a Fortree Gym. These double fights can waste a lot of time. Very easy for stuff to go wrong, and a turn in a double fight is a very, very long time. We like it if this goes well. Kind of down to the Swallow and the Pelipper as to whether this goes well or not. Swallow has double team, and for the 3rd time, anything to do with accuracy is terrible. Pelipper has protect. I shockwaved the Swallow. That should still be okay. Swallow used quick attack, which is really good. Endeavour's the best option because it can't actually hurt us with it. Well, it could probably do a little bit to Pelipper actually. To Swampert. And there's double team. But Pelipper didn't protect, so that's good. We get rid of that guy. Really like to hit this surf. Very nice. Castle doesn't really matter what he does here. He crits, I don't think he kills. Good attempt. Now we come up to Castform's moment to shine. The next trainer has a Tropius. Tropius has Razor Leaf, which is terrible for Swampert. And would probably hard walls if we didn't get this Castform. The best thing we have is strength, and it 3 shots. A Razor Leaf crit here would just kill me, and Razor Leaf itself 2 shots. Yeah. Oh no, I died. Oh no. Everybody panic. I died. Really bad. Oh no. Don't crit. Good. That's Castform's time to shine. It's the only Pokemon he will defeat by himself. Now we can do a lesser known trick, known as a Candy Revive. You can candy a dead Pokemon and it comes back to life. You might think that seems like a lot of work just to get past that Tropius. Candying it from death also gives us Torrent, which, as I said before, is very, very good. I also mentioned that there'll be like a 20-minute section where we want to hold Torrent the entire time. This is it. We are now in it. The first obstacle is not dying to the Swablu. But it'll Aerial Ace here because it can kill. Now I'd like it to Aerial Ace again. Please. Okay. Oh, I'm actually just in Torrent. I'm gonna level out. I won't level out before the Skamori. Very interesting. Now we have the only time that a Pelipper protecting is useful. So because Winona has smart AI, it will protect on the first turn, because it can't kill. But because protect fails because we use the X attack, it still considers it the first turn, so it will protect again. And the same applies again. Provided you're not in kill range, you can set up as much as you want on this Pelipper, and it doesn't care, it will just sit there and protect. It'll be very usefully set up multiple X attacks on that guy. Skarmory is a range in Torrent. Would actually have been fine if I missed it, because I need to take a little bit of damage, but we can take it later. That crit's kind of useless, but fine. That's Winona down.
One about the incentive for this run.
Well, you've got about 20 minutes left.
Yeah, and Mudkip is still in the lead with 20 euros, so not that much time left to actually change the name. If you want that to happen, you gotta get in your donations real quick. Hurry up.
20 minutes left. There's only 21 euros to name this Rayquaza whatever you want. We need to bag win it this hiker, so we'll just get it done in time that we repel. We're going into the magma hideout now. Magma. and there's a lot of awkward biking in this section. None of the battles are particularly worrying until we get to Maxi. Rayquaza. That was one of the suggestions, is we should name Rayquaza Rayquaza. It always gets named A in a speedrun. It's so slow. That's so sad, sorry. Because naming it A is much faster.
Yeah, it's only 20 euros and 1 euro cent away from happening. But I think that would be Inception kind of thing, I think.
If anybody sticks $20 on Batman right at the last minute, they're going to be upset.
That is also an option.
Going to stick $20 on Batman if you want to never be my friend. I'm going to get like loads of donations now, and I'm going to be really sad.
I mean, that does sound kind of tempting to make you a little bit upset live stream.
We strength the Voltoys and the Nummels where we can, because it's faster than surfing. We're gonna get the super effective attacks, but we surf anything else because it's faster than strengthening because of the shorter text of surf. Unfortunately, there's just a lot of grunt fights here that take one turn. It's the movement that's more interesting in this section than the fights. Although I am going to have to stall a turn on Tabitha's Nummel coming up. I just want to take a quick hit of damage. Just to give myself torrent properly. So 45 defense on the Castform, that's pretty good. I have to start paying attention to Castform's stats or the Tate and Liza strat coming up. Tate and Liza is the worst fight in this run, and there's a lot of work that goes into making it as not terrible as possible. Didn't really want the drop there. Bit of time. Another hit. That's good torrent now. Still need to save before Maxi, unfortunately. Because we're going to take a hit from the Crobat no matter what. And it has Air Cutter. It can Air Cutter or Wing Attack. And a crit will kill us from either. Air Cutter is a 1 in 4 chance to crit. My chances of dying are low, but notable. I didn't say. Okay, this could be fun. Just need to avoid getting unlucky. It's easy. Just don't. Just don't get unlucky. I was so excited that I did the movement well. It's just like, let's just mash into this fight. Let's go. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We don't need safety saves because this is the run.
This might indeed be the run. Do we have time for some donations?
Yeah, go ahead.
We have $5 from Skarmory saying Skarmory! Exclamation mark. And we have $25 from Anonymous without a comment, but they're naming Pokemon. Can you guess?
Is it Batman?
No.
Oh, good. That's fine.
Thankfully. It's Rayquaza, actually.
Hey, good enough. I
Hey.
like it.
It's come true live at BSG.
Now my question is, when I get the Rayquaza, do I have to go into the nickname box and specifically name it Rayquaza, or can I accept it as? No, actually, no. We've got to go in. We've got to go in and type Rayquaza out.
We gotta full in.
Yeah.
We gotta go full in. No.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it properly. I'm gonna give it lowercase everything except for the R as well, so it looks prettier.
Nice.
Like, tenacious to track us here, says Archie, after megaphoning his announcements throughout the entire town. Just gotta check that I've seen Trico. Good, let's go. Soundtrack to this game is very good. Not repelling here, so there's a small chance we encounter something. But we got lucky.
I just got corrected in the chat that it's not Rayquaza, but Rayquazo, with an O in the end.
But it's actually a proper
important.
nickname. Rayquazo.
Rayquazo.
Why does that sound like Italian for Rayquaza? Hey, it's Rayquazo.
I mean, the donors are, you know, our lords and masters in this regard. In the meantime, we got another donation, 21 euros from Awesome City Zero, and they would like to name the Pokemon Dutch J.
Dutch J. Yeah.
Dutch G, yeah. But that's not enough, actually.
$4
so you
short,
gotta donate more.
We're approaching the 500. It'd be really good if we can get 500 before the end of this run.
I mean, I think the bid war is picking up, so we might. We just might.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. As a reminder, if you want to get your bids in for the bid war, you've got about 10 minutes. Once we beat Tate and Liza, the bid war is over. And it's whatever name is at the top there. And that's pretty much 10 minutes away.
Okay, we have another $10 from Awesome City Zero. I guess they really want to make that happen. Thank you very much for your donations. Let's see how it turns out.
Mudkip still sat there at 21. We only need $9 on Mudkip. We can have a Swampert named A and a Rayquaza named Mudkip.
Well, Dutch J is at 31 euros now, so we actually need 6 euros, 1 cent to make Rayquaza happen.
I forgot, yeah, they donated another 10. I'm good at maths, guys. I'm great. Oh, Touch J's in the chat. Let's go. I think we're going to need a little bit more just to protect that name, maybe. Only $6 in it. And there's maybe five or 6 minutes left to get them in. So we have to strength this Gyarados, which sucks because it comes with Intimidate, but we also wouldn't mind taking a bit of damage, so it's not the end of the world. I want to take a single hit. Fight's good. Oh, crit's a bit of a shame. Right, now crit him. Oh wow, it worked. Cool. Alright, so this is ideal health. This is very, very good health. We like this. Castle's a good health as well. This is a really brilliant setup for TNL. Spinner at the top of the screen, so we'll just backman it there. I'm going to check Castl's stats on this next double fight. Just to be sure, but I'm fairly sure with the health that it's at very good. We're in a very good chance of getting the strat that we want. That's our last shopping trip. We just pick up a bunch of late game items. Hypers and the revives there are for marathon safety. You'd normally not get those in an actual run. Actual PB attempt, I guess. Curly is going to get a turn here. It has 4 moves, only one of them does damage. I'd like it to not do damage. I think Castle could tank Psychic if it hit Castle. Yeah, in prison. That's good. This is a great setup for TNL. I still need to remember to save. TNL can go wrong. Yeah, chat, you've got minutes. You've got literal minutes left. Get your naming donations in.
And we actually have $14 from Anonymous, and with that, we did hit 500 euros in total.
Well done, everybody.
Clap in chat, please.
We hit 4 and 500 during this run. Good stuff.
That's amazing. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. This is really good. Let's see if that changes anything.
What did they put it towards?
Yeah, let me refresh real quick. Well, Rayquaza is in the lead again with 39 euros. Catch J is 8 euros, 1 euro cent away, and he might not make it.
You've got three fights left, maybe 2 minutes. You need to get your donations in now.
Quick, hurry up!
Like Rayquaza. Well, unless Liza could murder me, and then you could have more time. Maybe. Really hope that doesn't happen. I'd like to get past Tate and Liza, please.
Actually might have to stall for a bit if you can, because we have $10 from Dutch J saying may as well make this happen, and Dutch J is back in the lead with 41 euros versus 39 euros for Rayquaza. This bid war is on fire.
If this fight goes well, you've got a minute, maybe a minute and a half. So the slaves that we bring out are brought out in a specific order to bait certain moves from Tate and Liza. So they'll always go for a kill if they've got the option. Because Swampert can tank their moves at the moment on the HP it's on, they're always going to hit Swablu or whatever the other slave is. And we can also keep a slave alive for an extra turn by bringing it in as, if it's a fly slave, as Claydol Earthquakes, which is what I did at the start. As long as Claydol doesn't crit me here, Zartu's going to Psychic Caswell, Claydol's going to Earthquake, because it's the only thing that will kill the Caswell. Obviously the Caswell's now dead, so the Earthquake will hit Swampert, and as long as it doesn't crit, now we've got Torrent. So this Surf will kill both. And we win. So Bid War's going to come to a close right at the end of this fight, Stacey. You want to refresh it one last time?
Well, I think some dreams might have got crushed with a devastating blow from Awesome City with $50 saying, "Take this name from my cold dead hands." And this donation, of course, goes towards Dutch J, which is now 91 euros.
Blimey. Dutch J the Rayquaza? It is.
Alright. It's time, and I'm closing this incentive.
Thank you everybody that donated towards that. Now, my only other challenge, or the chat, for the good people in Twitch chat, can you hit some of these other donation incentives for the next runs coming up? Can we hit 600 before the end of this run? We've got about 40 minutes left. Maybe a little bit more. We hit 400 and we hit 500, 600 would be beautiful. We must be pretty close to the 50 already. You watch, I've done my maths wrong. We've already hit. No, we're close. We're close. We can do it, guys. That is you. The lovely people of Twitch chat. The good, honourable, righteous, noble people in ESA Marathon right now. So there's a pretty horrific double fight coming up, where we only get to enter one Pokemon at a time, and Steven brings his other Pokemon, and his lead Pokemon is a Metang, and the Metang's terrible. So we're going to do a guard spec and an X spec to keep our stats from being lowered and to up our special attack, and we're going to try and hold Torrent for as much of the fight as we can. Actually, a very good health here. 40 is very nice. Do have a bunch of grunts to just murder through. It does make me laugh as well that the guy guarding the stairs has 3 Pokemon, and then you go upstairs and there's 3 trainers and they're all like, we're going to fight you all at the same time. You're going to get destroyed by all of us. And each trainer has 1 Pokemon. It's like it's no different to the guy that you just fought. At all. I want to strength where I can just to conserve some surf PP. Don't need to worry too much, but certainly we can strength anything that'll die to it. There's really only 2 notable fights left for Swampert. This double coming up, and then the Archie fight. Can't strength any of these guys because they've all got Intimidate. Which is very annoying. How do I feel about Mega Swampert losing Torrent? What ability does it get? I forgot. I don't really mind because it doesn't really affect any speedrunners in. I don't think anybody really applies Torrent outside of speedruns. Not really a very used ability in competitive. Oh, we're already on sale. Gains Swift Swim. Swift Swim is a very good ability. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Steven's going to bring in a full team to this double fight. I'm going to bring in 1 basically dead Swampert and nothing else. And then I'm going to do far more in this battle than his Metang ever will. So we guard spec initially because the Mightyena is going to want to use Scary Face on us basically all the time. You never really see it do anything else. We want to keep our speed up. Oh, Metal Claw the Mighty Enemy, that's very good. Can't put focus energy? That could not be good. Special attack for the obvious bonus. Taunt's fine, makes no difference. Reflect sucks. Well, it kind of doesn't matter, I'm going to kill the Surf regardless. And he couldn't murder either of these right now anyway. And then we spam Surf. So these will both die. Even with the Amnesia, Camerupt can't tank this because I've got Torrent, a boost, and it's 4 times weak. In fact, I think that can Amnesia twice, and it still can't tank it. And then Crobat is not very friendly, but it shouldn't attack me here because I'm at good health. It shouldn't. Oh, on the Crobat, that's good. And the attack boost, this is going so well. And he withdrew Crobat? What the hell? That kind of doesn't make any difference, it's just weird. I hope that Metang Metal Clawed where Mighty Ennet is. It has a chance to kill the Golbat, and then I'll one-shot the Crobat. And this could be the sickest true double fight that you'll ever see. Oh, that's a shame. This should be fine though, it should Psychic regardless. Oh, I crit the Crobat, that's good. It should Psychic because it's super effective on both Pokemon. So it should just knock off this Golbat right at the end. Come on, my dude. Oh, get through. It kind of doesn't matter if it doesn't. Beautiful, beautiful true double fight. This fight can go so wrong sometimes.
That the chat and the viewers have been listening to you very attentively, because we have $25 from Bob the Orc without a comment, but they put their donation towards naming Hamlet for the next run, Darkest Dungeon, Sleepy Hollow. So thank you very, very much for that.
Good stuff. So to complete our HM Slave Swampert off, I'm going to write over the last move that we actually can with Dive. So it goes full HM Slave, but it's still going to be our main attacking Pokemon for the next fight. Swampert is just ridiculously good for this run. There's a bunch of tricky biking movement in Seafloor Cavern coming up. Lots of times like this where we're going to want to get off the bike for even just a tile. It's faster to run that one tile. And then we can bike this, get off, and get on the bike again to bike manip that guy. Get off the bike here because it's faster to go to that tile. Get on the bike here because it's faster to bike to here, but then get off it again. Oh, I didn't get off it, that's a shame. Supposed to get off it here because pushing the boulder without the bike on is faster. On the bike, off the bike, on the bike, off. We get on the bike here, not because it's faster to bike to this, but because it kills the audio lag. Off the bike again because we're going to push a bunch of boulders. You can get on the bike for this bit, but very difficult. You only have to get off it again to push these boulders as well. Really don't want to mess that up. And this looks a little odd, but we can't actually bike in this room for some reason. But we also don't get encounters. Probably the last safety save of the run, because I can recover everything else with revives, but I have safety revives on me, but I can't really do anything with them when I have no other Pokemon alive. So having Torrent here is really important. This Mightyena has Scary Face and Swagger, neither of which are any good against the Crobat. By having Torrent, we just kill it in one turn. Don't have to worry about anything. Now this Crobat will outspeed us. We are going to have to heal and then set up a bit, make him a little nicer. There's... Oh, that's interesting. I used the super potion. Uh-oh. Right. Well, this could be fun. No, it should be fine. It should be fine. I forgot I'd used the super potion earlier. Confused, right? Okay. Might not be fine. This could be interesting. What about this? I need the super potion. Don't have it. Get through. This will don't take very much damage from this guy. Hopefully I'll pop out on the next turn. Oh good, that's a very nice critical hit. Sharpedo can't kill me even with a crit, I don't think. Don't hit yourself. This might be death. Taunt, cool. Get out. Was that kill there? No, not with that torrent. Taunt again. Cool. What a friend. Oh, that was a scuffed Archie fight. I think I just break out of confusion. That was a scuffed Archie fight, but we lived. It happens. Now I have to sit here and mash for like 2 minutes. So chat, how was your day? How is life for you right now? Tell me how things are going.
I mean, but did you know that we not only have hit 400 euros and 500 euros, but we're just 15 euros away from hitting 600, actually.
I have faith. Chat will do it. They will
Chat definitely can do it, I'm sure. There's so many incentives coming up. And it sounds like a really sweet number. I bet someone would love to snipe it.
What did we start this run at? It must have been 300 and something. It'd be amazing if we finished with double. I'm being greedy though. 600 would be great.
And it's all for a very good cause. It's all for charity.
How was my day? My day is pretty good. It's a Friday. I don't have work for 2 days. It's always going to be good. Now we go surfing for a bit. And take a very specific path to avoid a bunch of swimmers. Including these two doubles. Him, and her, and her, and her. And then we just drop into Pacific Log, and then we run away. We don't like this town. We're just going to go back to Moss Deep. I changed my mind. I don't want to be there anymore. We basically just need to nip there so that we can fly there later. It's faster to go from C4 Cavern than it is to go after Sutopolis. First of two extremely exciting cutscenes. Actually, the second one's pretty good. I don't really care for this one, but the second cutscene's worth it. It does feel like Groudon's at a slight disadvantage in that fight. Lovely, he's just basically marooned on this tiny island in the middle of the giant pond. Here we get to meet Wallace, who is definitely the leader of the 8th gym and nothing else. We finally get to use that second escape rope that we bought a long while ago. That's a revive. There we go. Now we can fly to that fly location that we set up. We get to do Sky Pillar 1, which is the baby brother of Sky Pillar 2. Specific movement to avoid the eyesight of both of those spinners. Scary bit of surfing, honestly, because there's loads of places there where if you're off by a tile, you get caught. Wallace remembers that he was supposed to bring you along and comes back for you. Very nice of him. I'm not supposed to get on the bike though, I'm supposed to wait until this room. Get off the bike at the end to avoid audio lag. We activate the cutscene with Rayquaza. And then we get the best, we get to fly to Sutopolis and then we get the best cutscene in any Pokemon game ever. Including the best theme in this game. I actually said earlier that the Maxi Archie theme is the best, but it's not. This theme, and unfortunately it was ruined in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because it played the entire way up Sky Pillar. Get your bless RNGs out for Rayquaza Jesus. Such a good cutscene. He just comes down and yells at them. Stop fighting. And there is actually RNG to the end of this cutscene. The cycle that the rain is on is random, so the end of this cutscene can take a long while, like it is doing right now. This is very bad RNG. That was terrible RNG. Wow. That cutscene can literally end 10 seconds earlier than that. It's all just dependent on the weather cycle. I'll check the Pokedex again, very important. Right. Now we have the hardest bit of movement in the game, followed by the hardest manip in the game. So we're really going to ramp the difficulty up all of a sudden. Two bonks, pretty good. Pretty good. Right, and this is where we could lose a lot of time. I need this to go well. I need this to be first try. Every fail of this is 45 seconds. That felt good. Now we have to sit here for a literal 15 seconds and do nothing. I think that was okay. Choke. Yes! God damn it. That's good. That's so good. That's a 4-frame window to hit. Oh, we also need to nickname him.
Oh wow, PogChamps in chat.
Nice.
That's crazy.
229? What's that? Oh, and it's the best one as well. We manipped literally the best Rayquaza. Oh, let's go. Let's go. We gotta run. I'm so happy that I hit that. Like, just first try in a marathon. It's so good. So, speaking to Rayquaza is a 6-frame window, in that there's 6 sets of stats that we can hit, of which 3 of them are amazing, 2 are really good, and 1's okay. And that's a 6-frame window. Then catching it in a Pokeball is a 4-frame window across 2 inputs. So both the bag and the Pokeball input have to be aligned so that you hit the final one within a 4-frame window. So it's not actually as bad as the Mudkip manip, technically. But because it's so late into the run, and it literally costs nearly a minute every time you fail it, it's really sketchy. Shoutouts to Dutch J and shoutouts to everybody that donated for this name. I think this ended up being like an €80 name by the time we were done. Oh, oops. I was supposed to swap Rayquaza to the front. I was so excited that we got the good one that I didn't do it. Don't confuse me. That's a dumb mistake. That's really dumb. I was just super happy that I hit the right manip. Oh, and now Swampert let me protect. Go away. Oh dear. We get to do an interesting strat because we hit one of the best Rayquazas. I want to hit this fly and suddenly everything becomes a lot faster. Of course I missed it. Don't double. This could become very, very bad. Okay, we hit the outrage. So normally you would extreme speed, outrage, and then depending on where you got confused, you'd either just risk the final turn if you got a 3-turn outrage, or you'd heal confusion on whatever Pokemon you're on if you got a 2-turn outrage. If you get the ridiculously good attack Rayquaza like I did, you fly on the Kingdra, and then you can extreme speed whatever that last Pokemon was. And then you don't have to worry about outrage confusion. But unfortunately the Kingdra has double team. You might as well just risk this. It's not like the Crawdaunt can do anything. And you're 50% to just make it through anyway. Unfortunately, execution-wise I did really, really well in this section. Apart from the battles. Archie was mean and Juan was stupid because I messed up. And left Swampert out in front. But it's fine. We're going to finish this run off in style. That'll be good. Reminder folks, we are €15. Only €15 off of the 600. I'd love to see it before the end of this run. We've got maybe 20 minutes left.
Would be an amazing ending to the run. I can only agree. €15. That's really doable, chat.
So we're going to teach Aerial Ace here, and we're also going to teach Waterfall. We need something to teach Waterfall too, but it actually ends up being a useful move. Well, actually, it's not. It's not actually useful as Waterfall. The only thing it's actually useful for is just PP, basically. We just don't really have enough Aerial Aces and Outrages to make it to the end of the game. So we just teach Waterfall for bopping all of the low defense Pokemon. Just myself low down here because it'll line me up with these doubles nicely. On the pike, please. Thank you. I'm gonna have to max repel before the end of Victory Road, so it doesn't really matter where I do it. Wally's back for a vengeance. Swablu feels betrayed that he used Rayquaza to fly. Swablu needs to be faster then. Swablu needs to be level 70 and have the move pool that Rayquaza does at this point. If we didn't manipulate the Rayquaza, this Altaria would typically be a range to Aerial Ace. But I have the sickest Rayquaza, the highest attack. I have the best Rayquaza, the highest attack ever. No one has ever had a better Rayquaza. Everybody knows this is the best Rayquaza. The general theme of every fight from here on is to annihilate enough Pokemon in whatever team is there that we can then outrage the rest. Nothing can really stand up to outrage in any capacity. And the only drawback of it is the confusion. I mean, wherever we can, we want to get to 2 Pokemon and then just click Outrage. It was nicknamed Win Button in Gen 3 for a reason. One more. This section of movement is annoying to learn. You just have to know the path without really seeing it. It takes a lot of grinding basically to learn where you need to go. You should really only have a 1 tile wide viewpoint. Especially those older puzzles. That's probably the hardest bit of movement, so I'm very happy I got that pretty cleanly. Very, very happy. Well, I'm not supposed to outrage that. It might be fine. We'll just get a 3-turn, it'll be fine. Look at this attack stat. 262. 262. So good. I'll go away, Ninetales. How close is this run to the end? About 15 minutes. Yeah, probably a little bit less. Provided I don't get destroyed in the Elite Four somewhere. Also, we got a 3-turn. Very lucky. Reminder folks, you've got 15 minutes to get 15 euros in and hit that 600. Please. Do it for me. That's a scary bit of movement. I definitely was a pansy there and played it very safe, but there's 2 trainers there facing each other. They both spin, although the top one can't see you in any meaningful way unless you really mess up. But the bottom one you have to pass. And the best way to do it is to run into bike like I did. Unfortunately, you've got to do it in the dark.
Very good news.
Is it 15 euros?
You are goddamn right.
Excellent. Well done, guys.
15 euros from Awesome City and Dutch J saying our household is single-handedly curing cancer, I think. And with that, we just hit 600 euros. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your generous donations and support. This is insane. This is crazy. Thank you.
Very well done. Gonna deposit some Pokemon here. Normally we would deposit all of them, and the reason for that is that there's a cutscene in the Hall of Fame where it shows all of the Pokemon that you have in your party, and going into the PC there and depositing them is faster than watching that cutscene. I'm going to keep Swampert on me because I have revives and it's just a nice bit of safety, but it's still faster to deposit the other 3 Pokemon I have. This is a good theme as well. The first two Elite Four members are pretty much free, especially with this Rayquaza. Convenient grass Pokemon in third means that we can go straight to Outrage. The Sydney's trivial. BB is pretty much trivial. We're going to set up a single X attack, and then we're going to fly on the first Dusclops, and that's because it always protects. All of the Elite Four are on that smart AI, so they'll always protect first turn. So we use Fly because it's faster than double area lacing, and it saves PP for later. While this trivial fight is happening, this is a good point to mention that if you like Pokemon speedruns and you want to see more Pokemon speedrun content, you should follow... Oh, I missed. Ooh. Oh, he confused raid. Okay, this is like the only thing that can go wrong in this trivial fight that I definitely called trivial a minute ago, and I'm now really regretting. Yeah, cool. Hit this one. I was busy talking, I was doing a bit. If you like your Pokemon speedruns and you'd like to see more, you should follow Pokemon Speedruns TV, which is the official PSR channel, where I, with two other great Pokemon speedrunners, Crafted and Skoagogo, host a monthly podcast covering news and runs all about Pokemon speedruns. Also, as an added bonus, there will be a Pokemon Speedruns Marathon in August. If you go and follow the channel, you'll be able to catch both. It's gonna be good. It's not a shameless self-plug if you don't plug your own channel. That's my thinking.
And also don't forget to give Amoeba a follow. Am I right? Or am I right?
Yeah, sure, why not? You can do.
That can't hurt, right?
You do what you want. You do you, I don't mind. Alright, so Glacier is the first point where the strats can at least diverge depending on what Rayquaza you've got. I have the best one. So we don't have to use 2x attacks, I only have to use 1. And I can just fly against the wall ring. Really like the Celio to use Ice Ball, because if it uses Hail, it loses a lot of time. Very nice. What a good friend. If he hails first turn, which he tends to do more often if you're at higher health, you sit through the hail is pouring, or whatever it says, text, every turn of this fight. So Ice Ball kind of sucks because you take some damage and you get super effective text, but it's only once. Faster in the long run. Missing this fly is very scary. The wall rain will definitely kill me. Even from full health, it has sheer cold. Oh no, sheer cold can't hit you because you're higher level. Still, you don't really want to take an ice beam as a Rayquaza. Hopefully this is the only heal I have to do. The only real difficulty of this next fight is that the Shelgon leading has Rock Tomb, and we have to set up an X attack. I really don't want it to Rock Tomb because then I have to X speed, and if it Rock Tombs again, we're in real trouble. Otherwise, everything in this fight is, again, trivial. We've got a level 70 dragon. Good. Protect again is fine. That would have been annoying. I'm very glad you didn't get that off. So we can't miss on the rest of this fight. And that just leaves Wallace. And we get to do the best strat on Wallace. But the lead Pokemon. Oh, is that too early? Yeah, I think I did that too early. I need to hit 3-turn outrage here, ideally. Otherwise this Salamence could mess me up. I'm supposed to Aerial Ace that Flygon and then outrage. It's difficult to talk and do runs, guys. Feel free to judge me regardless, but it is difficult. I have to press buttons once every 10 seconds. It's hard. Give me the sweet 50-50. Give me that 3-turn. You know you want to. Uh-oh. I don't know what this Kingdra has. Doesn't matter, we got through. Easy. Just get lucky. As I was saying, we have a Wallace Fight coming up. Everything in it is relatively trivial, as I keep using that word. Apart from the Wall Rain. I need to set up an X attack, and the Wall Rain is going to Blizzard. And Blizzard does most of my health. If it crits, I'm dead. If it freezes, I'm at least heal locked until it either misses a Blizzard or runs out, and then I have to heal the freeze. It misses Blizzard, that's amazing. Because then I can just set up the second X attack and sweep the entire damn team. We want to see Blizzmiss. We want to see that sweet Blizzmiss. Trivial use of the word trivial, indeed. Blizzmiss. Ooh, baby. Do it again so I don't have to watch my HP fall. No, it's fine, just don't crit or freeze. Now we can just Aerial Ace to victory. Easy. Easy money. And that was Pokemon Emerald Glitchless. I'm just going to sit here and mash the A button for the rest of this run. I hope you enjoyed this. We've got some admin to clear up at the end of this. Timing doesn't end until the end of the Hall of Fame. Definitely stick around for the next runs. I heard Darkest Dungeon's coming up, although I don't think it's the next one. I think it's the run afterwards. Definitely want to stick around. Keep a check on donation incentives. Keep watching BSG Online. This is a good point to say thank you to my host. Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you. That was... Can I already say how great that run was? Or is it a bit too premature?
I don't think anything else can go wrong. Maybe let's just wait for this wish cache to die before we say anything.
Okay.
Just give it a second.
Maybe I could read a quick message in the meantime?
Go ahead.
We'd like to thank ESA for supporting the event and allowing us to stream on their channel. make sure to check out their website, esamarathon.com, because they have some really hype events happening soon. For example, a very special Break the Record Live, no less. So yeah, make sure to check out that website and stick with us because we have a whole weekend of awesome runs at BSG Online too.
Yeah, there's some very good runs
just
coming
like this.
There's if you like the Pokemon run, I know Wartab is doing XY on Sunday morning my time. Probably late evening for the US folk. Morning for the EU folk. Definitely worth checking out. XY is an interesting run. Switches main Pokemon like 4 times. And Wartab's a very good runner. Right, time will be when the Hall of Fame fades out after showing my character. I couldn't think of what it actually does. I had to try and remember. I'll call it as well. Dutch J and A, welcome to the Hall of Fame. I want to thank everybody for watching in the chat and for donating for the names. Hopefully I can come back for another BSG at some point soon. That is time.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
I want to apologise that is my that is my not PB alert. I forgot that was on Live Split. Really sorry, that must have been loud as hell.
I didn't hear anything, so maybe it's fine.
Maybe it didn't come through, hopefully. It just made me deaf in my headphones with a...
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't have any other sound alerts on my Live Split, but I have one if I don't PB. And that was it. That was almost 9 minutes under estimates. That was a really nice run for a marathon run. Very happy with that.
Yeah, GG. That was an insane run. Super intense. Really great RNG.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for submitting to BSG.
No, thank you very much for having me.
Sure.
Yeah, that is it for Emerald. If you want to take it away for the next one.
Yeah, alright. This is a goodbye from Amoeba and from me too. I'll be giving over to Killer Chair for the next run, which is going to be a very interesting game, Hylix. I checked it out before the marathon. It looks like absolutely you've never seen anything like that before, I can assure you. So stick around for the rest of BSG and make sure to keep donating. We're on our way to our first 1,000 raised for the Dutch Cancer Society. So yeah, donating, amazing job. Thank you, Amoeba, again. That was superb.
Thank you.
To go to a short intermission with some ads. Don't go anywhere. No sleep for anyone in the chat. Keep watching. Stick around.